one time they were swabbing my Xbox for bomb materials. And she was talking to like another TSA guy who had like dreadlocks, and she was like, man, she goes, my girlfriend still doesn't call me yet. She left to go suck some guy's dick in the bathroom last night. He goes, but she's just a whore. And she's like, here you go, sir. He goes, bomb residue free. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
But they have found a way to work that uniform though. They get that belt tight on those small waists.
Oh yeah.
But they're just unpleasant.
TSA?
Like, they're so unpleasant.
Yeah, they are.
And while you're staring at their bodacious bodies, but
I filmed them one time.
Really?
Well, one time I go through, and I was fired up that day, and somebody told me, I don't know, probably something they're supposed to tell me, but I was like, go fuck you. I was just like not having it, and so I walk through because it's very like it's not consistent. I feel like, right?
Not at all.
There's not that's the part that's like very upsetting sometimes. Is like you can't bring that backpack through. I fly with this every week. I don't care if you fly with it every week. And I'm like, it's definitely okay to put this through. And like, I'm like, oh, okay. So, we're having our back and forth. I go, well, it's going through the machine. Go, you check it out, right? And then I walk through and I see like 6 of them get in a huddle and just start conversing like about their day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm watching people like go through security. So I just pull out my phone. I'm like, here's America's finest. Doing their best
protecting
right now.
Protecting our borders.
Yeah. And I'm just like filming them. And I'm watching people like, walk through, grab. I'm like, no one's getting checked here, right? And as I'm filming, one of them goes, sir? And I go, yeah. She goes, please don't film us. Okay, you can't film. I go, was it like, I can't? I think I can. And she was like, and I just kind of did that for, I don't know, a few seconds. And I was like, you're not going to take this phone, and I'm not going to delete the video. So whatever, I turn it off, and then I grab my shit and I go. And, it just was like it was my version of being like, hey, fuck you for being a
The TSA get me fired. The people who eat all my airport shit now because they're void of all authority, though you think they do.
Yeah,
is the keep it moving when you're getting picked up.
Oh right,
from the airport people.
Oh yeah.
I am so quick to be like, fuck off.
Yeah,
go to someone that goes, I can't. When you're watching someone put a suitcase in a trunk, and you still like have that like, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
you're like, this isn't.
I know
that thing. I can't move any faster than I'm moving.
And there's you can't do it any fast. And then they'll say it like, like as you're walking to the door to get in, keep it moving. And you're like,
you can't stay here. He goes, right, but this is how leaving the airport works. Every time.
It's they're super. I mean, I feel like it sways how excited they get for doing that. Like sometimes they're really fired up.
Oh yeah.
LAX for a while was just fucking wild. Like you'd pull up and someone's walking out and they're like, you got to go. I'm like, this is the person I'm picking up right now. Like they just get so fired up about it.
I have most of my life with police and stuff like that. I've always been like, something's illegal with me. Like I have a suspended license that I haven't paid or tickets or a warrant for dumb shit. Nothing like, criminal, but like just shit that I would get in trouble for. So many, and also cops have never treated me super nice. I think because of the way I look or whatever, and tattoos. So since I was like a teenager, I just always kind of got that
aggression from them.
Yeah. And then, man, once I realized I had nothing, like it really is fun to mouth off to cops when there's really not much they can do. You know what I mean? I do love, I've really gotten, that's the most white thing about me is how I will talk to cops now. I'm like, you guys fucking suck at your job. And they really can't do much about it. They're like, get out of here. Because there's no real reason I have to get out of here, but you fucking suck.
Yeah, that feels good.
It really does feel good because it's just like, I do like respect the idea of police so much.
Sure. And they are a necessity.
Of course.
You have to have police.
And there has to be police out there who are really like, they can't sleep because of the case they're on.
Yeah.
But the day-to-day throw on like the blue uniform and like stand at the end of a block in New York waiting for cyclists to go through red lights. So you can
schlub.
get towed like what do you call it? Quotas for your tickets. It's like, it's so lame.
Yeah, it is lame.
He goes, is this why you wanted to do this?
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, you really have nothing better to do. Like when people say that to cops, it's so cool.
I like when the groups, that's what we were saying earlier about how fun it is watching black people watch magic.
Yeah.
Black people watching another person deal with police officers is also really funny.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Like,
yeah.
'cause they come to the aid of the person getting fucked with no matter whether
It happened to
he
me.
ain't even do nothing.
It happened to me at the airport one time where it's like, speaking of privilege, like I was behind a black dude, and a TSA person was like really like a fucking bitch to me that I got in the wrong line.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like straight up. I thought she was. I mean, it was clear she was trying to embarrass me in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Does this say, are you in first class?" And I go, "I just upgraded," because I went to a desk and they go, "Do you want to upgrade?" And I said, "Yes," and I paid for the upgrade. She's like, "This doesn't say first class. Can you not read your ticket?" It was like one of those things, and I was like,
"Can you not read your ticket?" It's pretty condescending out of the gates.
And as soon as she said that, I just like, my heart rate just spiked, and I was like, okay. And then she let me go through, and the guy had heard how she spoke to me, the black dude.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're putting her stuff, because she was the one who checks it like at the first line, and then you go to the machines, right?
Sure.
And I put it on the machine, and I'm just like, the fucking cunt. And he was like, yeah, just he was like, just you know, that wasn't cool, but like, just you know, like,
be cool,
yeah, you know, like, we're, you know, you're almost through here. I go, no, fuck that bitch. He's like, you don't want to do that. And I go, watch this. And then I go, are you the supervisor? And he was like, he turns around, he was like, you're gonna, like, he was looking at me like, you're gonna get in trouble, you know? And I was like, no, I'm not. And I go, hey, that fucking pig over there can't talk to me. And the lady goes, excuse me? And then I just, you know, I just made it loud, and like, and I was extra grotesque and disrespectful in the way that I spoke. I go, if you put a pig in the front of the line to check people, that talks to people, and I did this whole thing, and this guy was like, you know, like, I can't believe you're speaking like this. And I was just like venting about the way that she did. And then I explained to the lady, the supervisor was like, she shouldn't have spoken to you like that, but you don't need to call her a pig. And I was like, I go, well, she doesn't need to act like a pig, does she? And so, and then he just looked back at me like, he was like, see you later, man. Like, you're on your own.
Yeah, he goes, I can't argue with TSA and Whitey on the moon.
Yeah.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call two bears, one cave.